Hello everyone, Grandma here. Today I am making escarole and beans. This is a cheap, easy, healthy meal. My father was Italian and this was one of his favorite meals. It's pretty much a staple in Italian households. Escarole is a type of lettuce, but it's usually eaten cooked. It's very high in minerals and nutrients. The ingredients I'm using today is 1 head of escarole. I soaked it for about 15 minutes and then I rinsed every leaf individual because this had sand in it. So when you use escarole, you have to make sure you clean it really well. I'm also using a can of cannellini beans, which I rinse very well and drain them. 4 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 minced cloves of garlic. You could use as much or as little garlic as you like. And the same goes for the olive oil. Some people like to blanch the escarole first by putting it in boiling water for a minute or 2, because that makes the greens a little less bitter. But we don't mind the bitterness and we like to retain all the nutrients. So we won't be blanching it first, but you can if you want to. The first thing I'm doing is adding the olive oil to the pot. And now I'm going to add my minced garlic. And I'm going to heat this on medium heat and give it a stir. While we're waiting for the oil to heat up, I want to tell you about my Italian neighbor who lived next door. While his kitchen wasn't working, he would always make his escarole in the bathroom. That's how much Italian people love escarole and beans. He couldn't be without it while his kitchen was getting fixed. We opened up the vanity and there was all his pots because he had no water. His faucet wasn't working, so he would clean all the greens in there and soak them and everything, and then he'd run with the pots in the kitchen, put it on the stove. Oh yeah, he loved it. Maybe that's what helped him to live a long time. Now that the garlic is sizzling, we're going to add the greens. And you could cut the greens as much as you want, to whatever size you want. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit and stir this up. And now I'm putting my beans in. I'm going to cover this and let it cook down. It's been 5 minutes and I'm giving it a stir. You can see how much the escarole wilts down. And you want to put the cover on so you keep the liquid in the pot. I'm going to cover this and cook it another 5 minutes. It's been another 5 minutes and I think everything is done. It smells really good. The escarole looks nice and soft and the beans are soft and the aroma is wonderful. I'm going to turn the heat off and I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes. I like to add some grated cheese to this dish before I serve it. How's it taste, Grandpa?
Let you know in a minute, Ma. Delicious, Ma. It came out good.
I'm glad you like it, Pa.
The escarole is not bitter. The beans taste good. The flavor of the cheese is a nice combination.
And you can also turn this into soup by adding water to the pot. When I make the soup, I add about 1 quart of water and I let it simmer for a while till the greens are tender. And it makes a really nice soup. But this way it makes a very quick meal. Or it could even be a side dish. And in the summer, if you grow a lot of greens, you could use those greens to make this. Swiss chard works well, spinach, arugula, broccoli rabe, or whatever greens you like.
The only thing that's missing is a nice piece of Italian bread.
Yes, this is really good with bread.